This is Tom Corner, and you are in the corner. On today's show of Talk Radio, we'll talk about how much is enough. So tune in to 802.L and let's see what Talk has to talk about. This is Tom Corner, 90 Degrees of Geek, and yes, this is pretty much, I guess we could say a part two, because a long time ago, Tom Corner made a video for the WiiU, pretty much saying how many WiiU enoughs are enough. Now this time around, I'm doing it for the Switch, before the Switch comes out. Last time I did it during, I think, a year and a half after, 2 years after the Wii was out. This time I'm doing it before the Switch is out, before the next Nintendo console is out. Because I'm trying to figure out before it's too late, before I'm running around trying to scavenge some answers. I'm trying to figure out now before it come out. Alright? And I hope you like the new last video I tried to do this, and I was just scrabble, and you probably couldn't see any. I don't think you could see anything at all. So this time I try to make it more bigger, at least for Nintendo Switch right here. And I try to be colorful, you know, Nintendo switched up on the green. Hey, don't worry about it. Anyways, yeah, I try to make it more bigger. Anyways, most of these things that you probably can't read, you probably can't read this below here. And these are just for me to remind myself what I want to talk about, so I won't forget how to say some things. That's what that's for. And this is just a picture my nephew drew, and it's pretty good. It's an anime picture, and it looks good. So give a clap to that. And the background, it matches the background, and it matches the corner, so I like it. I'll keep it there. And yeah, so here we go. So again, let's get back into this. So the gist of this video is, before the Nintendo Switch comes out, I want to know, Tom Corner would like to know, how many Switch enoughs could be enough if enough enoughs could be enough. I said it right. There we go. Let me highlight that. Yep. Again, y'all probably can't read this because it's in cursive and it's in a small. Let me just gonna do this. How many? All right. How many Switch enoughs could be enough if enough enoughs could be enough? Why am I saying that, ladies and gentlemen? Simple. Every time Nintendo comes out with something, somebody always says, I'm not going to buy that for that one game. It's all, they always say, how much is enough? How much is enough? And then later on, whether it's a few months, a month, who knows? Another game gets announced. Oh, I like that game. Then they say it again, but I'm not going to buy that console for that game. I need more for just that game. And then later on down the line, they'll say it again. Mainly for Nintendo first-party games, because we know third-party's been very low. But the problem here is, how many games do you need before you decide you'll buy a Nintendo console? Because it's crazy. Hence, how many Switch enoughs could be enough if enough enoughs could be enough? Because there never seems to be enough games, no matter how many games they come out with, for some people, for them to want to buy a Nintendo console. So here's what we're going to do. Alright? We're going to do a little test. This side over here is third party, and this side over here is first party. Alright? So, we know Nintendo gets a lot of first party. Third party, they don't get much. But people, when they usually complain, they say they like the first party games. But that one first party game's not enough. Then another first party game comes out. Same excuse for that. But you just said you liked the other one a few months ago. Now there's another one. Now there's another one later. That's 3 or 4 games right there, buddy. How many do you need? Throw in a 1 or 2 third party that they did get. You should have a decent amount enough to want to buy the system. Now let's go over to Sony and Microsoft. Now, I'm not throwing any bashing. Tom Corner is just simply here to figure out what the real dealio is. So let's slide on over here, shall we? Check it out. You probably can't see them. Scoot back over here. How many games does it take for people to want to buy a Sony or Microsoft console? 1 game, 2 games? I mean, do they need 12 third-party games to buy a Sony or Microsoft console before they decide they want to buy it? Do they need 12 third-party games? No, they don't need 12 third-party games. So we can scratch that off of there. Do they need 12 first-party games before they decide we're going to buy a Sony or Microsoft console? No, they don't do that. Definitely don't do that. 11? Nah. What about 10 first-party games? Do they need that to buy before they decide to buy a Sony or Microsoft console? No. What about third-party? Matter of fact, we just scratch all the way from 7 to 11 off on third-party. They don't need that many games before they decide to buy a console from from Sony Microsoft. What about Sony Microsoft first party? They show us we can just go and scratch off from 5 all the way to 9. We're gonna take off 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna go up to 9. So now we're stuck with first party. How many games do people actually need or want for a console before they decide to buy it for Sony Microsoft? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? What about third party? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? Which one of these is correct? Time our corner will wait in the corner. I'll let you know right now. It's neither. Nobody, no Sony pony, no Sony fanboy, not even the good Sony and Microsoft fans. I mean the ones who ain't crazy. That's what I'm trying to say. Even the ones who aren't crazy, know dang well they don't care if there's 6 third-party games. They don't care if there's 5 third-party games. They don't even care if there's 4 that they want. First party, we just going to scratch these off because they don't have this many first-party games. So that anybody wants to play, So we just scratch 4 off. So now we're stuck with 3 on each side. And I know dang well, don't nobody, the majority of people, I'm going to say over 90%, don't nobody buy, have to say, for them to buy a Sony or Microsoft console, there has to be 3 first-party games and 3 third-party games that they want to play, before they buy that console. Not happening. Not happening. So we're going to scratch off 3 from the first-party list. We're going to keep 3 on third-party list for now. First party, I'll let them stay with 2, just for the benefit of the doubt. But I know for a fact as well, again, the Sony, especially with the PS4, with how many consoles they done sold, I can tell you right now, how many games they have for first party was not an issue at all. Enoughs was enough for PS4 first party. I can tell you that right now. The first enough was enough when it came to PS4 and first party. Because we can scratch that 2 off right now. Bam. 1. Maybe even 1. Because we know most of them are concerned about third party anyways. The numbers don't lie in that category. So when it comes to third party, how many of them say it must have 3 third party games that I want before I buy them consoles, Sony and Microsoft? None. None do that. None do it. Don't nobody do that for any console. So now we're left with 3 games. That sounds just about right. But the problem here is, when it comes to Nintendo, it's not enough. It's just not enough. And Tom Corner would like to know, before the Switch comes out, will it be the same? How many Switch enoughs will be enough? Or could be enough? I think it's supposed to be will, not could. Anyway, how many Switch enoughs will be enough if enough enoughs could be enough? I don't know. I don't know. It's impossible to say. But I know this for sure. For the Xbox Scorpio, 2 games will be enough. 2 will be enough. For the PlayStation Pro 4.5, 3 will be enough as well. 2 will be enough. But for Nintendo Switch, I have no clue how many would be enough. That's just how it is. That's how Talk sees it. Talk would like to know how many would be enough. Oh, and I got these skinny drywall markers right here. See, I cannot, for the life of me, I'm not supposed to say that. Anyways, find thick. I want a fat marker. I mean, I want a juicy fat marker. Anybody know where to find some fat, juicy? I'm talking about the tip is like, okay, let me stop right there because I'm going in some dangerous territory right with that. Let me just pause what I was about to say because that don't even sound right. All right, I got anime right here. Somebody trying to surf the YouTube. I'm still talking about Nintendo, and let me just stop right there and rephrase what I was about to say because that was coming out all types of wrong. And when I was doing like this, whoa, back up, time. When this video goes off, I'm gonna be standing in the corner for a little bit, just for a little bit, because I didn't go full corner mode. So that was close. I was about to be stuck in the corner for a little bit. But anyways, anybody know of some? You know what? Just forget about it. I'll keep searching the internet myself. I don't want nobody be on at work searching fat tips. Anything could pop up. You be at school searching fat tips on the internet. You don't know what's gonna pop up. So leave that to me, guys. I'll take the L for this searching. Anyways, so yeah, how many switch enoughs will be enough if enoughs could be enough. So that's the thing I look at it because it's a word twister. Anyways, so that's it. Nintendo Switch. How many will be enough when it comes to the games for people who will decide that they want to actually buy it? It's Tom Corner, and I am done for this video. Out.